What is up, lads? How's it going? How are you getting on? And welcome back to the channel. We've just got 50 minutes to go until the deadline. We're just back from the barbers. Yeah, hopefully we will get some Newcastle team news. So yeah, we've a few bits to discuss. I haven't made my transfers yet. We've got a few watching in the chat as well. So if you are watching the stream, let us know where you're watching from. Send in the questions as well, and we'll get through as many as we can before the deadline. We've Breen in the chat as well. Good man, Breen. Hope you're keeping well. We'll get to your question now in 2 minutes' time. We'll start off proceedings anyway. Breen saying we'll be sponsored by Aldi. Please God, I literally just had those pancakes before I came on there. Good man, Breen. Right, we'll quick look at the team. How we got on last week. We bit dosed with the flu as well, if you can hear as well. So apologies if the sound isn't great. It was very bad during the week, but I'm a wee bit better now. Anyway, here's how I'm currently lining up. A lot to change here now as well. But as I said, we're going to be waiting for that Newcastle team news if we do get it. Anyway, right. Quick look back at how we got on game week 35. Very disappointing game week, 37 points. Didn't really move rank at all. So 67k to 67k. So not very good. Well, it was grand. It was grand to keep the rank anyway, but in terms of fantasy returns, very poor week. Salah was the main man, and Trent is all that returned. Matoma got an assist, but didn't really matter in the end. But yeah, disappointing week, one to forget. Looking ahead now to game week 36. Here's how we're currently lining up. That being said, if we do get news, Wilson is starting. Could well be going for Wilson in and potentially doing a -4. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a few minutes' time. Brian, right, we'll start off with Brian. Good man. He must sell Kep at the Forster, Ward to fund Mac. Do you think I can get away with going Ward? I feel Ederson can bench to game week 38 if City have sealed the title. Forster probably. I was looking even myself. Tottenham have an okay-ish fixture. They're playing Leeds in the last game of the season. Maybe Leeds could be relegated by then, or they could still be in it depending on how they go the next two games. Probably Fraser Forster. I think if you want to go Ward, it has to be Iverson. I think Iverson is looking good for starts. Anyway, for Leicester, he started the last few anyway, so I think he's okay for that. You'll be sponsored by Aldi, please God. Yeah, then pancakes are very nice. Can never get them in Galway, but got them when I was back home in Leitrim this weekend. Famcy in the chat. Cavs, hope you're keeping well, lads. Keep the questions coming in anyway, and yeah, we'll get through as many as we can. Look at my own team then. I have a few options I spoke about in the video during the week. March out. If I want to be kind of boring, it'll be March and Ray out to McAllister and Fraser Forster. But I'm tempted by Callum Wilson, I won't lie. So I'm just going to go on to FPL team so I don't mess around. But anyway, yeah, nothing major going on at the moment anyway in terms of team news. Right, if I want to do what I was talking about there, bringing in McAllister, bring in Fraser Forster there, and then March to McAllister, and then that's how Adam, good man Adam, what's he saying? We'll answer that in chat. So that's potentially what it could be. That's a 2 free transfers used. Trippier and Botman would come in, so Rashford would get the boot, and Botman, yeah, I'm not really mad on that, to be honest, because yeah, I'm not really mad on that because then it's either benching Watkins or benching Estepinian. So yeah, we'll yeah, I'm not mad on that. We'll reset that, and this is what I'm kind of more leaning towards if we do get Newcastle team news and Wilson is starting. So Wilson in, Botman would have to go to who? 3 million in the bank, so 4.8. Looking at then who's doubling next week. It's United. I want Bruno in, so I can't really bring in Dallo. City, no. It's more like someone who's a nice fixture game week. Maybe the Arsenal lad is what I was thinking of. The new lad in the fence. He's very cheap anyway. I think Saliba's out for a while and Holding is too. this lad, yeah, Keywar, he looks okay to be starting in 90 minutes the last 2 games. Excuse me. So could bring him in for the last game week. So say we bring in Keywar. I don't have enough for White, do I? No. So bring in him and then can do Marsh McAllister. This would be -4. And then fix it up there. So that's another a Rashford on the bench. So it'll be 4-3-3 and one of Isaac or Wilson that gets the arm. That's a -4. 88 expected points there, yeah. So that's another thing. I think I need to bring in McAllister if I have to. Adam Barry will answer your question on stream if that's alright. What's he saying? Good man, Adam. Fair play to you. Don't know what to do with the team. He's 2 free transfers. Looking at it here. Watkins to Wilson if you can. I think all you have to do is Watkins to Wilson. I'll just give him a quick message. Watkins to Wilson if he starts. Come on, Adam. Right. Watkins to Wilson if you can, Adam. And then hope the haircut goes well. I put up a tweet earlier. My own barber is away this weekend. I'm not that happy with the haircut I got, but he'll be back next weekend. He'll fix it for me, so it's okay. Would you go for Watkins, Brian for DCL? Just looking, I couldn't afford DCL if I went Forster. No, I wouldn't. I'd probably stay away from DCL. He's alright for a punt for the last game. We could have Bournemouth, maybe. It's not a bad punt there either. Wilson, Brian, if you can't go anywhere else, but yeah, I go Wilson. Opinions on any other Brighton midfielders other than Mac and Matoma? No, is it Incensio or Enciso? He's a forward. If he was a striker in the game, or if he was a midfielder in the game, I probably would have been tempted to go to him. And yeah, Enciso, he's a forward, 4.6. Looking at that, I'm not mad on Gross. No, I wouldn't go near the other Brighton lads. That's what I'd be saying there. Watkins, Botman, Raya, Wilson, Shaw, Forster, table chair. Yeah, I think you have to go for that. Yeah, that's not a bad shout there. Is Isaac the safer captain, or is it 50-50 with him and Wilson? Isaac's definitely safer. Just watching the two of them playing last week against Arsenal, it was all Wilson through the middle and Isaac was drifting out wide. To be fair, Isaac got in the box a lot, but just if you're captaining someone, you don't want them out wide. You want them through the middle, and Wilson is on penalties as well. Newcastle were getting a penalty before it went to VAR, but and Wilson was going to take a Trippier's mind the ball, but I think Wilson, if he's starting, I think I might move the arm onto him, but we'll give it a few minutes anyhow. Hopefully we do get something before the deadline. Just gonna check my DMs quick if I've got anything. It's too early really anyway to be getting something now. Yeah, nothing as of yet. No sound. Right, who's up next? Good for you watching the stream, lads. If you are enjoying the content, hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Carl, yeah, so Isaac is safer. He's got the more secure minutes. But Wilson is through the middle, we were saying, yeah, so that's why I'm probably going to be going for him if he does get the start. Wee bit of a risky, I know. But I'm expecting a start for Wilson and possibly a bench in the second one, but we'll see how the lineup today. Vam CK, I did Marsh McAllister last night. Yeah, that's the right move if you can get to there. So nothing wrong with that. Annoyingly I can't get there with one move. I've no money in the bank, as you can see there. So if I did March out, I've only 5.2. So wee bit annoying, but yeah, I'll have to use the two free transfers, maybe even a hit. We'll see how we go. Dawn, how are you, Dawn? Raya to Iverson, Botman to 4.4 defender, Greenwood to Wilson. I mean March out next week. Marsh McAllister, Botman to Share, which means no Wilson. March and Greenwood to Ferguson, an Arsenal player. I think the first one, bring in Wilson if he's starting, and you've Iverson then for the last game. He'll be keeping your money on your bench anyway. I'm sure you've kept Ederson, so you're okay with that, Don. Jared, how's it going, Jared? Isaac or Salah captain, or Isaac or Salah captain? Stark, Grealish or Shaw? I think you have to captain Isaac if you have to go for the double. Stark, Grealish or Shaw? Start Shaw. I think Grealish will be benched with the focus on that Madrid fixture. Right, this is how we're currently lining up. Not happy at the moment, but we've 2 free transfers, as I was saying. But we'll give it 10-15 minutes before I make my moves. Howdy 86, how are you keeping, man? Would you sell Grealish to Willock if Grealish is benched anyway? Probably would, yeah, if you're going for a cheeky punt on Willock. He's only less than 2% owned, so I think he's 1.6, 1.7. We'll have a quick look at Willock there. I think he's 1.6. Or is he 1.7? He might have went up last night. He's gone up to 2% now. Yeah, he was unlucky. He hit the post, obviously, a couple of the first few minutes against Arsenal, so could see a return. His minutes look fairly solid there. He's playing a lot. Only blanked or only rotated in the second leg or the second fixture in GAMEWEEK 29 there. Excuse me. Might see that over the double game week possibly, but that Leeds game is something you want to attack. So hopefully he'd be a nice differential if he does start and he does get something. Ian Mulligan, how are you, Ian? I've Steele and De Gea. Worth getting rid of this. I've won this week and second free transfer to bring a defender from the same team next week. Wouldn't really get rid of either, to be honest. You've got decent cover there. Maybe if you want to play the two of them, or you want a Brighton defender over the double. Probably would keep Steele, get rid of De Gea, and then bring in Shaw in if you don't have Shaw. That's what I'll be saying there. Ryan Childs, how are you keeping, man? Morning, hope you're well. I'm not too bad, dying of a flu, but we'll get through it. The sun is out, so go out for a walk after this, and hopefully we'll be seeing a captaincy haul from whichever Newcastle striker I do decide to captain. What are you saying? With being Rashford out, who's the best option to play? Dallo, Stones or Grealish? Probably start Dallo. He should get the nod over Wan-Bissaka. You'd be hoping. Grealish and Stones, I wouldn't be that confident of a start this week, to be honest. Especially with that with the game on Wednesday. Yeah, I can see Mahrez and Foden playing a lot there. So yeah, no, I wouldn't be going for that. You're doing great content. Respected. Good man. Fair play to you, Mac Drill. Appreciate that, man. 3 game weeks to go. I'm going to enjoy the month and a half off anyway, and pre-season will have to be a big one. But yeah, no, I am looking forward to the break. Stephen Goldrick, good man, Stephen. Hope you're keeping well, man. Joe Linton worth a punt. I don't think so, Stephen. With Longstaff injured, Joe Linton will probably move back into a more defensive role. All depends how that team is if we do get it, but at the moment, Stephen, no. Joelinton will be sitting deep, so he's probably more likely to get a yellow card as he normally does than a return. But we'll look if you want to punt on a midfielder if you can't get to Wilson. But as I said, hopefully we'll get some news. Control Alt delayed. Hope you're keeping well, man. Hope you enjoyed the City game last week. I'd say if you're a Haaland captain or last week at the game, you would have been pulling your hair out. But hope you enjoyed the game, man. What if Wilson does not start? If he doesn't start, we suppose we do something, as I was saying there, pretty boring, and just bring in McAllister. So it'll be March and Raya to Forster and McAllister, and then March for Rashford. Probably Estepinian for Watkins. Yeah, we'll probably bench Watkins, but yeah, it's gonna be boring if Wilson isn't starting. I really want to take the punt on him this week. Trying to get close to the top 50k now, and then for the last 2 game weeks, then try and get up. Right, how are we looking there? A lot of people playing Watkins at the moment. I've seen a few benching Trent, which I don't understand. Just play Trent against Leicester. You can easily do well. Right, no news as of yet. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah, it's gonna be boring if yeah, that's yeah, hopefully Wilson starts, but we'll see. Right. Um, Judy Gaiman, hope you're keeping well, man. Love the content, keep it up. Who would you play today? Shaw or Kanate? I think Shaw. If Varane is back, we could see Shaw going back to left back. I even like Shaw at centre back though as well. He does get some bonus points, especially if he's playing centre back. He gets his passes up, and if United keep a clean sheet, which they should be, to be fair, Wolves' form away from home is pretty shocking. Hopefully he might play left back, and he's on a few set pieces anyway, so it's okay. Chewy FPL, sell March for a hit or play Grealish, Alvarez, rest opinion. It's a toss up there between Alvarez and Estepinian. Maybe play Alvarez, to be honest. It's Pep. Another mind game from Pep. He was speaking about Haaland, if he starts or not. I do think he starts, but I think Alvarez still plays as well, and Haaland probably taken off once the game is done. We'll see about that. I probably would just play Alvarez instead of getting rid of March for a hit. Dan, how's it going, Dan? Start TA or Trent or Shaw? Of Grealish on the bench, don't think he'll start. He's a captain for me. Let's go here. Love from Dublin. Come on, Dan. Probably Trent, so over Shaw. You have more chance of an attacking return, and I've seen a lot of people talking about the last time Trent played out with Leicester. I think it was 2 years ago, St. Stephen's Day. Remember, he ruined my night out in Dublin because I didn't have him. I think he got 20, 22, 23 points, 24 points that day, so... Yeah, I do think Liverpool will run right. Even looking at Leicester, like 5 goals against Fulham, and if you were told Leicester would score 3, miss a penalty, and still lose, it's mind-boggling really. So I do think Liverpool will do well, but we'll see how we get on. Michael O'Connor, have March and Rashford, who are out. Also Watkins up front. What are the 2 free transfers? So March and Rashford. March, McAllister, Watkins to Isak or Wilson. Michael, if you have the funds, that's your 2 free transfers there. What you need to do. If not, do what I'm doing then. If we do get news, captaincy is another thing then as well. Looking at Wilson hauls when he scores. He hauls. I think it's probably worth the risk to go. Where is he there? Newcastle. I was looking at him last night, a couple of double-digit hauls in the last few games, returns, even off the bench, like 12-2 against Southampton in the 3-1, an assist when he came on, 2 goals in 63 minutes against West Ham. So he always comes off around the 60-minute mark, which is something to keep in mind. But we'll see what the story is when the lineups come out. Isak left wing, I'm not that mad on, and Wilson does have penalties as well. So. That's what I'm hoping if we do get team news. That's what I'd be saying there, Michael. Mack in and Wilson Rees in if you can afford that. Watkins arrest opinion. That's another one there. I'll be stuck with. Do you play Estepinian because he's the two fixtures? Let's have a quick look while we're at that. Well, I'm just checking Twitter, lads. If you are enjoying the stream, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We've 67, nearly 70 watching, so good return at the moment on the stream. So if you are enjoying it, please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Nothing at the moment. Not that mad on going McAllister either, to be honest, but I think I have to just to protect the rank really. But he's just on penalties. A lot of people playing 5 at the back, scrolling through Twitter here. Probably would play Estepinian over Watkins just because he's got the 2 games. If they do keep a clean sheet in one of the games, you'd be pretty pissed off if you left Estepinian on the bench. They were pretty bad against Everton on Monday, but you'd think that they kind of clean things up the back, especially after that. There's my bench anyway. As of now, I'm just going to put in Estepinian. What are we? We've half an hour. We've plenty of time. And then Grealish and Watkins on the bench. That's what we're looking like now. Rashford, waiting on team news. I need to set an alarm on my phone just in case I get lost in the chat, and just setting a reminder to make my transfers at 10 to grand. Right, where were we? Watkins arrest opinion Ali. I think that's the opinion. He's got the 2 games, so just go for that. Steele or Ederson. Probably go Steele. Ederson, if he concedes, it's only 2 points max. If he keeps his clean sheet at 6, he doesn't get many save points. He doesn't get many bonus points. So that's what I'll be saying. Steele, if he does get a clean sheet, he might get a few save points. If not, so 3 and 3, 6 points over the 2 games. You'd take that. Yeah, I probably would go Steele anyway, in the off chance I do get one. Can we trust Pep Roulette? I think he will rest Haaland. Yeah, I'm not mad on a Haaland start as well. That's why I'm probably going to take the hit in case he does get benched. This is how I'll be looking then. Rashford on the bench, Kiwior there. Yeah. Any other cheap defender last game week of the season? We'll have a quick look here. Who's a decent game? Palace. Shouting out to me there. Everton. Maybe to stay up. Villa against Brighton, Man City, Chelsea against Newcastle. Quick look at Palace defenders. Mitchell he's probably 4.5, and if I'm bringing someone in I want to be playing the last game week of the season. No, not mad on him. Check Everton. Tarkowski. Just want someone who I can just play the last game week. Tarkowski 4.1 maybe could be a shout either. Everton against Bournemouth, might do that to keep them up. Where are they in the table? They've City this weekend, which will probably obviously not be nothing. Wolves next weekend, and then they'll have to beat Bournemouth on the last game week. So maybe Tarkowski even. Yeah, they're close. Bournemouth are safe, aren't they? I know. Well, yeah, they're pretty much safe. 39 points. Maybe Tarkowski. So, or do I go Kiwior? Maybe I do go to Kiwior. Saliba's out for how long? Back injury, unknown return date. Just gonna have a quick look at team news quickly. Let's see, football. Yeah, Kiwior got 90 minutes in the last 2 games. Could be a decent shout of 4 million to get into the Arsenal defence in the last game of the season. Yeah, he's probably more preferred than Holding. Yeah, right. Anyway, right. Start Stones or Shaw? Start Shaw. Would you say Martinelli or Mac? Mac if you're holding your rank. Martinelli if you want if you want to take a punt really. Who've Arsenal to Brighton. I know that they do need to win that, but Mac if you're holding your rank just to protect it. Right, where are we? Would you sell De Bruyne for Bruno? Probably not. Maybe this week, yeah, because you want it for next week. But then you want De Bruyne then for the double game. You could keep him, and that's a tough one. Him probably would keep him for now. Mikey made the transfers and brought Wilson, McAllister, and Mitchell in for -4. Feeling quite good about it, but hopefully Isak and Wilson start. Yeah, I'm hoping we do get the news. Yeah, I'm contemplating a -4 as well. We'll see what we think about that. Brian Dalton, do I need to take a -4 to replace March if I have Grealish, Rashford and KDB? Probably do, Brian. You mightn't see many minutes over that. Can't see Grealish starting, to be honest. A lot of people are benching him, so that's what I'd be going for there. Do I need to take Willock or McAllister as a replacement for March? Willock if you're chasing, and then McAllister if you wanna hold the rank. Watkins worth selling with my second free transfer. I've already got Isak and 2 other players. If you want to get Wilson like I'm doing, I'm probably going to take a hit reluctantly, but I think I might have to just to get McAllister in, because Brighton do have that double next week, and at least if I bring him in now, he'll be in the team. All depends on team news. Is Watkins worth selling? I think You sound all right, Bill. If you have March, if you already have a replacement for March, it could be all right. But yeah, I'm gonna. I think I'm looking at a -4 if Wilson is starting. Rashford definitely out. Not definitely, but it doesn't sound like he's gonna play. So you can ignore my team for a couple of minutes. Robert, good man for tuning in. But you think Rashford is playing, Connor? No, I don't think he is. He's gonna move to the bench. So that's why I'll be making moves. Luis Diaz punt for Rashi since I don't have Salah. Maybe. How much did he play last week? That Liverpool team, I wouldn't really be going messing. There's just too many players that play there. Leeds, Liverpool. There it is. There. How much did he play last week? Diaz. 25 minutes. Yeah, he's been eased back into it, so probably wouldn't really go for that, Josh. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Would try and stay away. Play Estepinian or Dallo. Probably have to play Estepinian in case Dallo doesn't play and he comes off the bench. But always holds on the last day. We'll have team news for all the games at the same time, but the site will definitely crash, Robert. Yeah, we'll see. Any word on Newcastle, John? Oh, not yet. If that's John O'Mara, come on, John, for tuning in. Would you play, Mings or Shaw? I think you have to play Shaw. Mohammed, opinions on Diaz? Wouldn't go for him, to be honest, at the moment. He's been eased back into the team, so maybe a punt for the last game of the season if we do hear he's starting. Who have Liverpool? They've okay fixtures at Southampton. Nearly sure. Yeah, Southampton away. Southampton could be relegated by then, so it could be a hockey score for Liverpool. Could be a decent one to the captain style in that game if you are chasing. So excuse me. So a lot to decide on that, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. When we expect the Newcastle leaks back onto Twitter, so I think hopefully we will. Just send a text here. We'll have a look on the timeline. Yeah, it's a lot benching Rashford. Yeah, we'll give it 10 minutes. Jacob Murphy, I've seen a few as well. He's a nice little punt this week if you want. Who are you playing, Mings or Shaw? Shaw there, Marcus. No news yet, Junie. Hopefully we will get something though. McAllister for Rashford. No, you'll want Rashford back next week. So if you can get McAllister in another way, go for that. Ryan, good man, Ryan. I wasn't on WhatsApp yet. Sorry. No news yet though, Ryan. Hopefully we'll get something. I'll give you a text if we do. If you're still at the stag, if you're drinking. Can you show your team here, Abdullah? This is what it is at the moment, but this is what it's probably going to be if we do get the Wilson news. Potentially a -4 there. I think I have to. Yeah, and 4-3-3 then 6 doublers. Yeah, I think it's worth the punt on Wilson if he does start. I think I might move the Iron Man to him as well. Right, what else have we? Ederson, Trippier, Trent, Botman. Is that the bench stand or what's that? I'm assuming it's not. Or the defence, good man. Do you like jam? Only strawberry jam. Damien, good man. Best 4.4 million defender, Don. Might take the punt on Keyword, to be honest, if he does look like he's starting. We get the 4.4 up there. Tarkowski, even last game of the season as well. Mitchell isn't too bad for 4.4. Yeah, probably. Well, Botman at 4.5. Yeah, Tarkowski or Keyword there, Don. If we think Keyword keeps his place until the end of the season, he has played well the last couple of games, so you'd expect he might keep a spot. Thoughts on Jesus in for Watkins, and who, in your opinion, is best Watkins replacement, or should I roll Bill? If Wilson starts, I think he's the best Watkins replacement. He's like for security of minutes. Yeah, that's what I'd be saying. We've 3 game weeks to go, lads. We need to start. You need to start taking risks if you do need some. So that's what I'd be saying. The hair are Allison, Daniel, and my sound is a bit quiet. Maybe Allison, just off the Hayes howler last week. Wolves might get a Ruben Neves volley or some wonder goals. So maybe Allison, but it's going to be a 6-point ceiling for the two of them, so they won't be getting too many. Mings or Rashi, Steve. If you want to play Rashi, go for him. I do think Spurs will get one. Wan-Bissaka or Ben Mee, start Wan-Bissaka, but it's between him and Dallo, so I wouldn't be confident about start. Joe Linton or Willock. Tom, go Willock. Joe Linton will be sitting back, with Longstaff out injured. MKTV, hope you're keeping well, man. Good luck watching, lads. If you're new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button, and we're trying. It's going to be very hard to do it, but we're trying to get close to 4K before the end of the season. We're about 700 and something off, so big ask. But if you are enjoying the content over the last or the whole season, never mind the last couple of weeks, or if you're only seeing the channel now, do hit that subscribe button, and I hope you're enjoying the content. Dan, Ederson, Trippier, Botman, Trent, Estepinian, Salah, Matoma, Rashford, Mack, Isaac, Haaland, bench Grealish, Sean Greenwood. Is it worth taking -4 on Grealish or Rashford? No, but I'd probably start Shaw over Rashford, because you don't want Rashford coming on for a late cameo if United need a win. Is Rashford definitely injured? Ten Hag said he's a big question mark, so that doesn't sound too great for a start, especially with everything, or with the double next game week. Right. Any quick look at Twitter then? Start Raya over Kepa. I'm going to start Kepa, to be honest. That's what I'm going to do. I'm probably a bit stupid to start Kepa, but Forest at home, surely they keep them out. West Ham have been going well. Fair enough. They had the Europa Conference League, West Ham, so they could be tired legs. And Brentford are at home, but maybe I change my mind as well. But I think it's Kepa. We'll have a quick look. We'll have a quick look at a team, or at the clean sheet odds then in a second. Nothing at the moment. No, nothing yet. Right. This will make me decide clean sheet odds, but I think Chelsea were slightly better for a clean sheet. Fixture analysis, clean sheet, and then who's first there? Chelsea are second favourite. Brentford are fourth or fifth there. Sorry. But yeah, Chelsea second favourite. So that's what I'm going with the stats on that, and that's why I'm playing Kepa over Raya. Probably the wrong decision, but we'll see. Biggest game of the season. Eddie Howe, let them play. Jono, yeah. I think I'm hoping that the two of them start, but yeah, we'll see. Excuse me. Still chasing a few punts already. Done Watkins to Wilson. Also want to try -8 for Solanke to Isaac and March to Buenete. Solanke to Isaac, yeah. March to not really sure on Buenete. He might start. He got his goal on his debut, didn't he? But starting 2 games would be a big ass, and you might want an Estepinian in there or a Steele instead. So maybe not there. Conor Ryan, Jota to Wilson or -4 if Wilson starts. I think so. Yeah. If he starts, I'm tempted to give him the Airman as well. Roll no transfer. Don't have Isaac or McAllister. Trippier will be the captain. I think you have to bring in Isaac or Wilson. You need at least one Newcastle lad in the team this week for sure. Eze Watkins out of the 2. Who do Palace play? Bournemouth. Maybe Eze. Watkins has been very quiet in the last couple of game weeks. Right, 15 minutes. Nothing on the time. yeah, there's a lot of fake news going on the timeline here. Yeah, nothing yet. Right. Have to start one of Van Dijk, Grealish, or Martinelli. What do you reckon? Start Martinelli. I think Arsenal get something. Best 4.4 million defender. Dom, we were saying Kiwar or Tarkowski. Eze Watkins probably go with Eze there. Play a Brentford defender or Grealish or Rashford. Maybe a Brentford defender there. I think the two boys are benched. Happy with their haircut, Damien. The fade is grand. The fringe was a bit butchered, but the main lad is back next week, and he'll fix it for me. I just needed a haircut because I have a few things to do during the week. Yeah, and I'm a bit mad all over the place with hair, so the beard was very long, so just had to get it trimmed down a bit. But yeah, we'll get it fixed next week. It's all right. Trippier captain. If you don't have the boys up top, go for it. If not, I think you need to bring in the light, bring in one of Wilson or Isak. I can't get Wilson. Got 3 Newcastle players. Is Jesus worth buying or roll the second free transfer? I think you just roll, Bill. If you can't get Wilson, will KDB play Sunday? Was going to swap him for Mahrez. Very hard to know. I think you probably just play him and hope he does. If I didn't have Mahrez, or if you don't have Mahrez would be a good shout this week, but I don't think it's worth the move, because you probably want De Bruyne for the double next week then. Eze Watkins, we said that already. Steve, just subscribe, good man. Would you start Stones over Rashi? Probably would. Yeah, I probably would there. Should I bring Mahrez in for Maddison for -4? Leicester of who? Liverpool. You might get something. Not for -4, no. I wouldn't do it for -4. Geez, yeah, we hit 100 viewers there. Robert's after saying good man. So well done. Fair play for you all for tuning in. I think that's the first time we hit 100. We hit 80 or 90 a few times. Great to hit the 100 club. Lovely stuff. Hopefully we'll hit it for the double game week. Should I bring in Salah for Grealish for a hit or start Shaw? Should I bring in Salah for Grealish, or yeah, probably would take the hit for Salah. Start Shaw. I think Salah will get a few, and he's Villa at home next week, and he does have Southampton, so you'll want probably Salah for the end of the season. Josh Sims, hope you're keeping well, Josh. We'll see you in June for a wee pint. Haaland could score a few against Everton. Is he not the better captain option? I don't think his minutes will be managed anyway. I don't think we'll see too many minutes from Haaland. If he does start, fair enough. I think he'll be off at 60 or 70 minutes. Right, any Newcastle news? Eurovision tonight as well. Some lad just messaged me there. Is my team final? No, I still have to make my moves yet. I'm going to be waiting a couple of minutes. Right, what's Andy saying? Yeah, no, nothing as of yet. Right. McAllister captain. What do you reckon, Patrick? Two tough fixtures for Brighton. I think you need to captain a Newcastle striker if it's one of Wilson or Isak. That's what I'd be saying. He's a good March replacement, or go safe at Mac. If you're chasing, go even Willock Brian there if you want a differential. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Sit-hand, your final team? No, not yet. No, we've 10 minutes to make my moves. Will Grealish start? Farry Fam? I don't think he will. There's alarm going for me. 10-minute warning. I'm going to set a 5-minute alarm as well to lock in the moves. Not confident in Bonate, or however you say his name, but want the 2 Newcastle boys, and he's on a Brighton Midland forward. As long as you know he mightn't start the 2 games, that's fair enough. But for 4.5 million, you can't ask for too much for an attacking Brighton midfielder. And was he less than 1% owned? So yeah, that's what I'd be saying there. Barn, out of fear of Ederson being a troll, logically, do you think Ederson plays game week 38? Yeah, if the title is still needed, Ederson will definitely play. So I wouldn't be worried about that. Ortega needed to make 5 appearances, but yeah, I don't think he will at this stage because he hasn't. Any Yeah, there's nothing at the moment any for team news. Nothing at the moment. If we don't get team news, I think I might even take the punt and bring in Wilson, but just not captain him, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, nothing as of now. Right, Ben White or Grealish, John. It's tough. I do think Brighton will get one. Maybe Ben White. So yeah, no Newcastle team news. Hopefully someone gets the team news. And Tix has just tweeted there, and he's normally the lad. There's no Newcastle team news. It's be 5 minutes. Not what I wanted to see. Excuse me. Alright, I need to start thinking about my own transfer. So, has Andy got anything up? No, nothing on the timeline. Do I take the risk for right? No, nothing as of now. If the league's sealed, yeah, I think Ortega will play, but I think it'll come down still to the final game week of the season. No news, it looks. Right, I need to decide on my move. So, do I just be born, or do I take a punt on Wilson for -4? Do I just go for it and not captain him? Is that enough to do? Let us know, chat. I'm March out, Watkins out, and Botman. McAllister. Just gonna keep it like this for now. I think I need cover on the bench though. Yeah, Keyboard. Or do I go Tarkowski? Maybe just Keyboard for to save that 0.1, and hopefully he plays the last game of the season. Wilson. What are we? 7 minutes. Where's Newcastle there? I do think he gets minutes, Wilson. Must show more the fact whether to captain him or not. That's how we're looking, right? Do I just take the punt? Few captain and Trippier. I'm tempted to take the punt on Wilson. I need McAllister in anyway. Or do I just put Captain Wilson for the sake of it? I'll be fairly pissed if Wilson isn't starting though. Oh god, stress. What's the chat saying? Isaac or Wilson? There's a 5-minute warning there. Captain Wilson, he'll start at 1 or 2 anyway. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what to do. Like the keyword choice, he'll play the rest of the season if fit. Yeah, Connor, it's just for him for the last game week. Captain Wilson, yeah, I'm mad for game week 38 leagues. It'll be all over the game week 38 leagues. We'll get them all the last game of the season. I think I'm just gonna go for Josh. Do I take the risk? 4 minutes. I think maybe I just give it to Wilson, do I? Um, 4 minutes, right. I'll just leave it on Isaac. Bring in Wilson, keep the captain on Isaac. Adam, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, right. I'm just going to go for them moves as of now, and then I need to decide on the captaincy. -4, McAllister and Wilson in, Watkins out. Yeah, done. Right, right. Lock this in now. So, Wilson in, Rashford on the bench. Who's that last one? Grealish. Yeah. That's what I'm as of now. I think I just need a little differential. So hopefully Wilson. I'd be pissed off now if Wilson does well and I didn't captain him though. But I just can't. I can't with the news. I think I just leave it on Isaac. So yeah, I think we just leave it on Isaac maybe. John was saying Captain Wilson. Right, with a few more questions. Do you reckon Ederson starts this week, Josh? I think so, yeah. Bring in Wilson, keep the captain on Isaac, fair enough. Will I start Rashi over Elisa in case? I think you start Elisa maybe. I don't think Rashford will play. If he does, he'll come on. Save the transfers, Kieran. Yeah, they're locked in. Right. Well, let's have a look. I'm liking the punt anyway. If not, if not, we've it left on Isaac anyway. I think the punt on Wilson is fine on its own. Stress of this, Jesus Christ. Yeah, might regret that -4. If not, I think I just leave it on Isaac, to be honest. Estepinian or Dallo, MKTV. Go with Estepinian. He's got the 2 games. Dallo may or may not start. Gonna take a screenshot of me team here as well. Bit of a, or John, oh, don't be tempting me. Yeah, he probably will. You know. I think it's just with the minutes for Isaac. Yeah. We'll. I think I'm leaving it on Isaac. 2 minutes. If you don't get anything, just leave it like that for now. Kepa's in goals. Yeah. I think that's what I do. Any more questions? Keep them coming in, lads. Like the keyword choice you play in the rest of the season if fit. Yeah, that's more for the last game of the season. Have Steele and net though. Estepinian or Dallo. If you have Steele already, go Dallo. So and hope he starts. MKTV. Hopefully he does. Right. What else have we? Haaland could score a few. They're very nearly could. Right, yeah. I'm leaving it on Isaac. I think might regret that, but Wilson himself is enough of a punt, so hopefully that will come off. Right, no news anyway on Twitter. Few captain and Wilson. Fuck it, no. I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on Isaac. Connor has it on Wilson. Will be interesting for our mini league. Definitely will. I'm not even thinking about that, Connor. Don't worry. I'm only thinking about the overall. Keyword or Pinnock this week. I think it's too late. Now anyway, maybe leave it on Isaac. As long as Wilson gets a few, I'll be happy just for the rank. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. Just make sure the team is locked in. Yeah, he's a captain. He's most secure for the minutes anyhow. So a nice share of the points between the two would be lovely. Kepa over Ederson, yeah, I think go with Kepa. Start Wan-Bissaka, Henry. I think Wan-Bissaka. Hope he does start. Gamble on Wilson. Horrible feeling Haaland will get a hat trick then subbed off after 60. I don't think Haaland will be too bad anyway. Excuse me. I don't think Haaland will be too bad in effective ownership anyway. Left it on Isak. I might regret that, to be honest. But Wilson does get the arm out for now. Connor Whelan's gone with the Wilson or Isak for the captain. Who have I have? Salah, Vice. It doesn't matter now. The game's going to update, but Isak has the captaincy there. As long as one of them's captain, it's okay. Right, lads. Ian, 10 cent to the stream there. Yeah. Probably should have gambled on Wilson. I might regret that, but we'll see. Team's a mess, but I don't care. Come on, lads, big double game week coming. Best of luck for the game week, lad. How many do you think of Captain Haaland? I'm expecting around 70 to 80%. Maybe a lot of dead teams. 80%, 90% maybe for Haaland, and Isak to be 130, around 130, and Wilson to be 50 or 60, 70% effective ownership. Isak is going to be the most captain for sure. Right, 11 o'clock. Big team news incoming anyway for the Newcastle game. Just hope Wilson starts anyway. Yeah, that was a great stream, lads. What are we, 130 or 120 something watching us at one point? So really appreciate you all tuning in. It was on the verge of Gross versus Elisa Easy, but the double just won it. Fair enough, Fadsley. Yeah, team is locked in. Must tweet that. Might regret not going the Wilson in for the captaincy, but at least I brought him in anyway. And hopefully McAllister gets something. But yeah, that is the crack. If you're enjoying the stream, lads, if you're enjoying the content, please do hit that subscribe button. We've a lot watching us still. Let us know who's going to win out of Sligo and Kerry in the under 20 final. But yeah, right. Josh, good man. Hope you're keeping well, man. And we'll see you in June. Yeah. Any other questions, lads? Send them in. I'll knock it off then in a couple of minutes time. But if you are on Instagram, I think I'm about 20 followers off 12k. So if you're not following us, throw us a follow over there. And I'm also on Twitter at FPL Era 2. There we are as well. Yeah, big game week ahead. So we're nearly on 50 likes as well on the stream, lads, which is brilliant. So if you are watching and you haven't liked it yet, please do give it a like as well. Yeah, 67k. I'm assuming the -4 will bring us back to around 71k, 72k, maybe even 75k. Everything's so close at the moment. Yeah, I need Wilson to do something good anyway. But yeah, we shall see. Right, we'll knock it off there. I'm gonna go for a shower, sort out my hair, and then have a bit of breakfast then as well. Maybe take an L-Norphin as well and get better for next week. Right, 12:30. Looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll see a Newcastle return for the boys. Wilson and Isak up top. Yeah, right. Game week 36, big double game week next week, and then we'll massive live stream then for the last game week of the season, which is going to be fairly hectic. Right, thanks everyone for tuning in, lads. Best of luck for the game week. We'll see you in the next one.